Howdy, folks. Also, hi, Cool Gianni, if you're still here. I have a controller around here somewhere. Hey, Vass. Haven't seen you in a while. Base. Your mileage may vary. Choose one. Okay. Well, internet issues seem to be... I mean, it seems stable today, so we'll see what happens. Okay. Hey, Zach. Let's... do an accidental 24-hour... I don't know how you do an accidental 24-hour stream. I have no idea how you do that by accident. This seems like something that you generally would do on purpose. Okay. I mean, I hope it didn't have any lagging moments, but we'll find out. I did see some moments in my Twitch, like, health thing that I glance at that we weren't perfectly green the entire time, but I haven't seen any red, so that's the sign that I'm hoping is good. Okay. So, last time, we were delving deep in the Shoal ruins, and we were forced to leave because of internet issues. I forget what floor we were on when we actually finished, but as you can see, we are now on floor 9. We did lose at least one full floor worth of progress. That healing you saw just now was from the crystal item thing that we got off of those jerks. So now Gray and Mag now just passively heal themselves, which is stupidly overpowered. Especially for Mag, because Mag is just so stupidly powerful. So he's going to heal 5, I think it's 5% of all damage he deals. I might not necessarily want that on Gray, but I excuse me. Okay, I was going to be very irritated if he got the drop on me. I might not necessarily want that on Gray, but... yeah, we did have a phenomenal amount of luck with attack-up items. It's not the best luck I've had. We could have had better, but... this drop was really good. I'm kind of annoyed that we didn't get more of the wolf jaws, the wolf teeth, I think. Because that's the actual, like, attack-up stat items that lets a permanent attack upgrade. I would have loved to have get some of those. That would have been neat, but no. Holy crap, Base. Thank you so much for the 15 bomb just now. That is absolutely awesome, but thank you so much. What about some of these? That's amazing. I've got a lot of people, and what I really appreciate about that, apart from the fact that we're going to be getting to hear Rides to Shoe Puff forever. But these are a lot of people who are actually in here a fair amount, which is awesome. I gotta figure out how you make it so one giant bomb does one bigger alert. But that's fantastic. I actually see a couple names in the chat who, those people who are here a fair amount of time, so I think they're going to, really enjoy seeing that. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. It doesn't happen a lot that, you know, we see subscriptions or anything like that, but, you know, so you guys know, that any money that goes, like, through subscriptions or, bits or anything like that is what just goes directly back into the channel. So I use that to, like, that money basically gets the next game that we pick up, or, yeah, I recognize some of them, too. But in case you're ever curious about that, thanks to my full-time job, like, my bills are paid and stuff like that. So you guys don't need to worry about that ever. My bills are paid. I don't kind of go beyond that. So whatever money you guys put in, it's stuff I get to start putting towards the channel, towards the next game, towards, you know, potentially upgrades. At some point, I will have to upgrade my computer. But, in the case of stuff like this, you know, that type of money also went towards getting the cords that is allowing me to play this today for you guys. So it's always appreciated. It always helps. Thank you so much. Got to play Deathwing in Heroes of the Storm. I haven't played a lot of Heroes of the Storm. I've been playing a lot of League recently, which has been actually an incredible amount of fun, which will surprise a lot of people who don't like League. We had a lot of stupid happen yesterday, but we did have a lot of very good games too. I am very depressed that when I was a super carry, we did not win any of the games where I was a super carry. I think I know what setting allows me to do. Those bombs don't happen all that often. It gets 3 passives? Is that what I'm hearing about? Hey, Shadowfang. Welcome. Glad to have you in here. In fact, you were one of the people that just got one of the gift subs. So that's awesome. Welcome. I had a newbie in with me in League yesterday. Dude barely plays, and it was fun kind of helping him learn. We tried to, you know, go with lower tier accounts. I only have 1 account in League, so I only have 1 account total. But the other people I play with do have lower level accounts to play with lower level players. So we got to play a couple lower level games, and being able to teach him was fun. But God, if he did not make this one specific mistake that he kept on making. I want to slap him over it. Immune to all non-damage effects. Being immune to any debuff is kind of ridiculous. Already, I'm gonna cry overpowered on that one. What the hell? Linear, heal up a little bit, please. Actually, I don't care about... Why do I care about a Purifying Potion? Okay, I think this is just going to be one long passage that's going to go all the way back, but there's a potential chance for 1 room right up here. No. Okay, cool. Moving on, 410. Okay, so he is a minion, or he's a hero killer who's immune to hero debuffs. Gotcha. Sounds kind of, yep, ridiculous, just like you said. Yeah, I read it. Any and all debuffs, I do got it. It's ridiculous. I want to know how that's balanced. Then again, from what I remember, like, in HOTS, last hitting in minion kills are not all packs. Right. Yeah, crowd control, debuffs, I got it. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I still don't think it's balanced, but, I mean... Then again, when I played Heroes, I don't remember seeing very many of those abilities. Yeah, I do get these immune to his allies, but I don't remember that being a particularly big deal. Lose evasion for better defense. Sure. I don't know, maybe I just didn't play with people who played those types of characters, but I don't remember a ton of characters who were particularly good at healing or hasting or just buffing allies. Then again, it has been a while since I played Heroes. It was fun, but at a certain level, it stopped grabbing me. Then again, I think it's probably because the only characters I really ever enjoyed were the StarCraft characters. Eh. I've seen the armor plate things done before. And because he can't be healed, he doesn't get them back, so I guess that's, you know, that's nice. I don't know, game balance is always a, Game balance is always a ridiculous thing, I find. Some games are really bad at balance. Like the RPGs that I'm currently playing. This game is terrible at balance. So was Skies of Arcadia. God, let me have items. I mean, I guess there's an argument to be made for maybe these games are decently balanced and just players like me are good at finding ways to break the stuff, but I don't think these games are particularly well balanced. God damn it. Get rid of the eye potion. Is that... Yes, that's worth. Those are stat points that go up. I mean, I'm also thinking of, like, I'm thinking of Paper Mario. Specifically Thousand Year Door that we haven't gotten to yet. But there's the low health damage boost item that as long as you're below a certain amount of health, you get a hugely boosted damage. And so you combine that with permanently lowering your health, and you're always in that danger zone. And so the problem is, if you're not good at defending, you will get yourself killed really quick. But if you are good at defending, every boss dies in like 2 turns, maybe 3. Which, game balance. Kill that one. Excuse the hell out of you. Die. Thank you. Okay, there's something wrong when I'm on an initiative fight. Yeah, what it sounds like to me, basically, the closest thing I can compare him to, he sounds like Garen. Uh-oh. A lot of that sounds like a very Garen thing. But then again, most of the games I play do not have the mounting ability. Yay, traps. I don't care about you guys. Later. Nope, let me leave. Let me leave. Ah, not good. We're not dealing with this. Now that I think about it, Final Fantasy X was decently balanced. Hey, level 30. What are you trying to give me? I don't care. Do not care. Move on. Those items are not important. You know what? You were trying to be an asshole. Die. I find one thing I found that was really interesting is that with playing with this newer player is as we were teaching him information. There's a lot of time in the sky. I mean, it sounds like he essentially plays like the roaming jungler. But with this new player, we were giving him advice, and the problem is he plays in top lane, which is... top lane is one of my weakest lanes. I'm a jungle support bottom. I don't play a lot of top lane, I'll play a lot of middle. Partially this is because I'm not as good in those lanes, but also it's because the play groups that I play in do not, those groups, hello, sure, just give me another one of these, fine. Let's just be that broken, give me another one. Hey, Linear, you want to passively gain all your health back as you attack? So yeah, part of it is just that, you know, I don't, the groups that I'm in don't play those rules often. And then, part of it is just because, I just end up gravitating towards them. but trying to teach him how to be a better top laner, it was helping me actually think about how I top lane. And some of the advice I was giving him was very do as I say, not as I do, because I'm actually very bad at following some of the advice I gave him. Is this the exit? This looks like an exit. Do I want a thermo search? I kind of want a thermo search. Here, linear, get more healthy. I mean, I'm not top meta. If I'm on a really good day, so if I'm playing really well that day, I might hit, like, gold 5 in my gameplay. But if you look at me, I'm typically somewhere around a bronze 1, silver 4. I also don't... I tend to either play assassins or I play tanks. I don't play, like, anything in between those two. So I have to be very, very team-focused, because that's just the nature of how my characters tend to roll. There's no other room over there, okay. Never played League? It's gonna sound weird, because League has a really bad reputation. But I find League to be very fun if, and only if, you are playing with friends and you turn off all chat. Excuse me? Who do those belong to? Oh, okay, that's a piece for Shane. So here's the thing, like, League's community goes between being toxic and really cool. Like, you tend to be at one of those two extremes in League's community, which is kind of sad, unfortunately. So what I do is I play only with my friends. So I play either with my friends or friends of my friends. But I don't, I try not, like, I don't play solos. I don't go out and play by myself. I am always partying with at least one friend of mine. Preferably at least 3 and more if I can help it. So one thing I do is I always party with my friends. And then I also turn off all chat, because I'm going to be 100% honest with you. In-game, now, out of game is one thing. If we're in the lobby, I like to share GGs and stuff like that. Or it's fun to talk, you know, to talk strategy, or occasionally, like, when your opponents ask what the hell happened, being able to tell them, well, this is what was going on our end. But in-game, like, actually during the game, there's not a single thing my opponent could say to me or emote to me that I would be remotely interested in. I don't care. There's nothing you say in-game when I'm facing you that matters to me one whit. If you're going to be toxic and an asshole, I don't want to hear it. And if you're going to be, like, if you're going to congratulate me, cool, but you're probably not going to. Like, if I get, you know, a shutdown on you and a triple kill afterwards, you're probably not congratulating me for kicking the crap out of your team. So I turn off all chat. But another reason I turn off chat is that I do voice communications. I don't do typing communications in League for the most part. There's just not time. And one thing about me as a gamer, and if you guys ever see me play League, which you might, or if I ever go on Final Fantasy 14 and actually play actually stream 14, when I get stressed or salty, I bitch. And that's my desalt. So what you'll hear me is I'll typically go on, yeah, I can hit 6+ salt level. But the way I desalt is by bitching and complaining. So that gets it out of me. And generally, it gets me back to kind of level. So what you'll hear is typically when I'm with my team, I'll bitch and complain and moan a little bit. But it doesn't persist after the game. But the problem is, and I understand this is a little bit, I have never yeeted a controller, I'm going to tell you that much. But the problem is that if you don't know that about me, that it's not something that I'm really, like, I don't, like, I'm trying to think of a way to put it. I'm going to bitch about how you're doing if you know me, you'll know that I'm just bitching to get my salt out. But if you don't know me, it comes off as toxic, which is something I'm trying to fix, but it's my desalt method. I don't want to hold it in. And so that's a thing. Like, if we're in a 5-man, you know, we're in a game of League, and I'm in a party of 4, you will most often hear me bitching about the 5th person, the person that's not in the call. Not necessarily because they are the person that is the one that's at fault, but because they can't hear me bitching. If I'm in a 5-man party, I'll bitch about the other team. Yeah, I don't hit walls. I just get annoyed, and you will hear the annoyance in my voice. But for me, like, if I win, I instantly desalt, because it just kind of goes away. I just don't care. If I lose, it takes me a second, but usually I'm good by the time the next game comes up. I don't usually tilt. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't scream in the middle of the night. That doesn't happen. Yeah, for me, it's just desalting. But, you know, like, we had, I don't mind last hits. I think it's because I look at them from a different way than I think you might look at them. For me, last hitting is the handicap that I have to deal with and play around to kill you. Last hits add nothing to a gameplay mechanic. If I'm last hitting... So, the player who is last hitting and also beating your lane gets more money. And they spend more time kicking the crap out of you. It's absolutely a gameplay mechanic. Hey, Link. Link, I think you ended up getting a gift sub just now. But it very much... I was talking to this about to the... You feel it adds nothing? So here... When I compare League of Legends to HOTS, so when I compare League to Here's the Storm, last hitting is probably the main thing that I think is different between the two of them, because in Heroes, you have to do literally nothing in order to keep up with your opponents. You don't have to actually do any level of work to keep up. At least to me. Whereas in League, if you cannot master this skill and use this, and work this skill into how you play, you are going to consistently be behind. Interesting. That's not what I thought that skill did, but I'll take it. So that was Surprise Box on linear. I thought that was her hit everybody damage skill, but it's actually her cause everybody to, like, wait their turn skill, which is really useful, actually. Not as useful as it could be, but... Did you miss anything? We've been talking about League of Legends, and we had Base dropped a 15 gift sub bomb, so a bunch of people got gift subs, and we've just been kind of digging through this dungeon. We've only advanced like 3 floors. So nothing special, no storyline today. We've kind of reached the point of the game where we're going to be spending more time than anything going through dungeon levels. And I'm working on getting as much, there we go, as much in the way of experience as possible so we go even faster. I mean, I can understand not liking last hits, and I can understand not necessarily seeing the value of it, but I think it's the trade-off between I can just freely attack you whenever the fuck I want, and you just being forced away, to, you know, you have to be dealing with me while last hitting. I had actually had a game last night where I was playing an AD carry versus an opposing AD carry, and my last hitting was good enough that not only was I last hitting, but I was harassing him while last hitting. So I got my creep score up, so I had money. I had better experience than he did. And I was able to push him off of his creeps because I last hit better than he does. So now this forces him away, and now he has to force an engagement just to start getting gold. And that's what last hitting is to me. It's if you don't, it's you gotta have two skills. You have to have the engage me skill while laning. You also have to be able to get the money. If you can do one but not the other, so if you can last hit but not engage, I'm going to force you off your minions, because I'm going to engage you repeatedly until you have to leave. If you're engaged better than your last hit, I'm just gonna back away, let you push me under tower, and then I'm gonna start last hitting again. Because you can't engage me under tower. You need to have both. It's not you can't have just one. I disagree. I don't think we're going to agree, so this is not really me trying to convince you in a way. But it's... Here's the Storm very much... I was bored. Here's the Storm feels like the entire game is balanced around just go team fight. Which is cool, but I like the build-up. Like, I like that slow building up, the slow growth of power. And I like feeling as if my skill matters a little bit more. Oh yeah, I saw. I don't think that's particularly interesting. Because what that says to me is you have to kill them, but melee champs are gonna be within range to magnetize anyways, you know? And most range champs probably are too. I haven't played Smite. I tried Demigod when it was out. Demigod, I think, had some of the best mechanics. Unfortunately, it never took off. I thought Demigod had some really cool shit in it. I don't think it's particularly well balanced, to be honest, but... Yeah, I imagine it teaches you a different skill, and the skill is when do you dip in to pick up your orbs, then when do you just dip out. Which I feel is the exact same thing as last hitting, you're just doing it from a different direction. Because one of the important things with the last hit skill is knowing when to go in and get a kill, and knowing when doing so is going to get you poked by your opponent. But, I mean, the two games are designed very differently in their gameplay loop, which makes perfect sense. Ah, crap. That's confusion. Okay, let's just kind of... We're just going to run around for a little bit. Don't mind me. Okay, see, when I talk about last hitting, I'm talking about creeps. It seems like you're talking about people kills. Mega Boombox is the one that I want. Let's see, who's the next? There we go. Let's do that. Oh, that's for the creeps? I actually don't like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's not that I, that's linear going down. It's not that I feel that, you know... Irritating. Okay, fine. Yeah, like, I get the concept. I don't know. I'm not a fan of rewarding mediocrity. Like, and I mean that in just about any game. Like, if you're, I think the true reward should go to the people who actually play well, and that the rewards to people who don't play well should be minimal at best.